how will FSD handle some of the trickiest roads and intersections that we can throw at it? Let's find out. My FSD trial is almost up, so any suggestions that you have, I'm probably not going to be able to do by the time this video goes up because I won't have the trial anymore. But I wanted to do some like extreme road tests. I don't know that other folks would consider them extreme, but these are some of the trickiest ones that we've got. And I'm going to start with this one here that's coming up. I'm going to engage FSD, and we have a right turn coming up from a 30-mile-per-hour road that we're on right now. It is a very sharp turn. How many degrees do you think you would call this turn? It's almost a 180.
It's very tight. I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's an acute angle. I don't know.
It's a very sharp angle. And we're going to be going from a dead stop onto a 65-mile-per-hour farm road that has traffic coming at it that's just going to be cresting a hill slightly before the corner. So the first thing, we're going to be coming up to the turn. It just gives us this little itty bitty turn here first, and the car is inching up and stopping here. Going to inch up a little bit more and just floor it. Okay, and there we are, and there's the acceleration. So it handled that turn, no problem. While we're on our way to the next road, I'm going to show you a quick clip from a few weeks ago of how how FSD handled random dogs in the road. And here we go. Dogs in the road, dogs in the road, dogs in the road, dogs in the road. And we have come to a complete stop. And yes, the screen sees the dogs. And that dog has now gotten out of the way, and the car is going. Next up on our tricky intersections for FSD is a right-hand turn that we do not like. We're on Texas Highway 171 turning onto Main Street in Cleburne. This is a tricky turn because of how it merges. It puts you in at a really nasty angle, makes it hard to see. So I'm going to see how FSD handles this, and here we go. There's the signals. Slight pressure on the wheel. Actually, you know what? I'll just turn the volume up. And we're now in the turn lane. I'm looking, and there is a lot of traffic coming. Traffic is still coming. And the problem is you have to get into this lane and merge over at least one more, because this lane, this right lane, is a turn only. And it hasn't realized it yet. And I have to take over because it did not realize in time for that. I guess if I had engaged the turn signal, it might have pulled that off. But it did do that intersection.
Kind of.
Yeah, well, except for this last lane change.
Yeah. I mean, it was able to navigate the traffic, but not the lane change.
Yeah. So that clip was also from a couple of weeks ago at an intersection that at least Rachel has to travel through on a regular basis from Highway 171 to Main Street in Cleburne. That right-hand turn. We don't like that one, do we?
No, it's not great. Although having an electric vehicle does make it easier because you have such great access to acceleration that when you see a hole, you can just go and you don't have to worry about engine lag.
So the next, a Rivian. Sorry, shiny object syndrome. Mm-hmm. The next obstacle we're going to have is a railroad crossing and a speed zone. Speed limit drops to 45, so there's heavy braking. And oh my God, we almost stopped and I have to re-engage. There is a very large truck with a trailer coming behind us, so we're not going to get that. I didn't disengage full self-drive, I just accelerated. Took that turn a little quick.
It took it a little wide too, actually. There was nobody there, but it did touch the bumps in the center of the road. So as it came up to that railroad crossing, it braked so heavily it almost came to a complete stop. And there's a F-350 with a gooseneck with cars on the trailer of the gooseneck behind us, and I was like, I better go because I don't want to make that guy have to stop. And we got out way ahead of him there. So there's that. So that one, not a great handle. Maybe we'll
catch that railroad crossing on the way back.
But as you can see from the recording, he didn't actually disengage FSD, so the car actually did all of what you saw.
Except for the acceleration. I stepped on the accelerator.
Oh, I didn't know that.
To get it to go.
Okay.
It didn't disengage, I just stepped on the accelerator for it to go. This next obstacle that we have coming up, it's not really a super tricky section of road, it's just a piece of road with an attitude. It has its own Google Maps location. It is called the 2331 Dip. And around here, everybody just calls it the Dip.
Yeah, it's the biggest one. It's pretty significant. It does tend to fill up with water if there is a heavy rain event, and that's what it's for. It's a wash area, but it's just a significant dip, and you're about to see it.
But it's got its own Facebook page and everything.
Yep.
So here we go. A little bit of a downhill. We're doing 45 in a 45 zone. Ooh. Came in a little cooked, slowed down to 43, we're through it, turn on the other side, and there we have it.
Now, looking at the GoPro, it does tend to flatten it out. It looks flatter than it really is. So it's kind of hard to tell how significant that dip is, but hopefully you could tell by the markings on the side of the road.
Well, we're going to be heading into Fort Worth, and we're going to find some more obstacles. The city of Fort Worth, as well as Arlington and some other cities around here, and I'm sure other cities around the country, have implemented these things they call traffic calming measures. Around here, we just call them speed humps. These are like large speed bumps that are kind of spread out, and they're put in residential streets to slow traffic down. Some streets have them to discourage street racing, but most of the time it's just to have people maintain the speed limit in close residential streets. That's going to be our next obstacle, is a street with some speed humps on it. And let's see, speed humps ahead, 20 mile per hour. It is a 30 mile per hour speed limit road. Here's one, here we go. There we go. We did not slow down at all.
We could feel it.
We slowed down for that debris.
It was weird.
Okay, so we did not slow down for that at all. Speed hump. Did not slow down at all. Our next obstacle is officially called the Weatherford Traffic Circle. But lately on Google Maps and the Tesla navigation, it shows up as the Benbrook Doom Loop and has all kinds of reviews. I was stuck in that loop for 3 days as one of them, which is cool. It is an extremely large traffic circle that is usually done at fairly high speeds, 45 to 50 miles an hour. And we're going to enter it at one of the many locations where we have a yield sign yielding to the circle, and sometimes we'll just have to stop there, but then we'll have to accelerate to merge, and we're going to take the second exit off of it. So we will see how that goes. We're now approaching the Doom Loop, and we have a car cross in front of us, which we slowed down. We're in a 35 mile per hour speed limit zone. The car is doing 35 miles per hour. It's keeping us in the right-hand lane, which is good. It doesn't want to do a last-minute lane change. We have some traffic here in front of us, including a car that's definitely not from around here. It's Kentucky plates on that Impala. And now we got a large opening. We can all go if the people accelerate in front of us. I would go. And the car is doing what I would do. And we have moved on. We're going to need to merge over a lane because we're taking this next exit. And there's the signal. Easy peasy, no problem.
Good job. Good butt.
One of the things that you guys have asked me about to show you how it handles is speed bumps. So we're going to a shopping center that we believe has speed bumps in it, and we're going to see how the car handles the speed bumps in that parking lot. This is a multi-purpose shopping center. There's grocery stores, restaurants, hair salons, blah, 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 blah. Rachel knows a little something about this place.
Well, I used to work near here, and so I used to drive by here all the time, but that was a long time ago. So a lot of things are different.
I'm going to go through this, and here comes the speed bump.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, I see it.
All right,
It's
FSD
yellow.
is engaged. This is a tall speed bump, and it is painted yellow. We're only doing about 7, and we did not decelerate, but we...
It made the camera hit the glass.
But
sorry.
We didn't go more than 7 miles an hour, but there you go. It did not decelerate for it, but it also wasn't going that fast to begin with.
Yeah.
Because of where it was, I had to wait to get FSD engaged because it was trying to turn down a different road. So that's probably going to be the best speed bump we can give you guys. Sorry.
I wonder if the reason it doesn't decelerate is because the speed bump is designed to make you go the speed limit, and the car already knows what the speed limit is, and it's already going that. So the speed bump doesn't make it slow down.
That sounds like a logical explanation to me.
Because people will go whatever speed seems safe to their sort of subconscious mind. This is what I understand is the psychology of traffic. People go whatever speed they feels safe to them. So if you put obstacles in the road, it makes them slow down much better than just having a sign telling you how fast they want you to go.
The next obstacle that we're going to go through it doesn't really have a fancy name on Google Maps or anything. It's a freeway on-ramp that requires you to merge 4 times before you get on the freeway. In the middle of it is at the beginning of it is something else that you asked me for, which is a decreasing radius turn. So we're going to be getting on an on-ramp that is through a cloverleaf, that is decreasing radius to increasing radius to decreasing radius turn. We'll have to merge onto the frontage road, exit the frontage road, merge with another line of traffic, merge with another line of traffic, and then get the on-ramp to the freeway, all while maintaining highway speed. So this is going to be tricky. This is in the on-ramp from Altamere Boulevard in Fort Worth onto westbound Interstate 30. We're at a red light, getting ready to get onto this interchange through that cloverleaf and the 4 merge lanes. Light is green. Got traffic coming in from the right. Get behind the Bronco. It's a 20-mile-per-hour exit sign, and we're going to have the turn decrease its radius. Gets kind of sharp, then it's going to open up a little bit. Now we turn again, and from here we've got to merge with traffic that is exiting Interstate 30 to get on the street we just came off of, and for some reason the car is slowing down considerably. Go, 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 go. There we go. There's the acceleration. It's going to let this car go by. We've got to merge over to the left to follow the signs for 30 west to Weatherford. It is going 35 miles an hour, which is going to get us run over here if we're not careful. But it looks like nobody else is speeding up. Here's another merge point.
Still going pretty slow.
Still going 35 miles an hour, but that's what it says the speed limit is. I'm going to try to manually speed it up. There, our left lane just ended. We've got to yield to this exiting traffic, and then we take this ramp here. And now we're getting on the freeway in a traffic jam. Yay!
Yay! Just remember, folks, we chose to be here.
Yeah.
We don't need to be in this traffic, but we are for you. We're doing this for you.
And there we go. I think it successfully navigated that.
All right. Good job.
So those were some of the tricky highways, tricky intersections, and tricky driving situations that I may not have covered in some of my other FSD videos. Do you have any thoughts that you want to add?
Well, I hope that we answered your questions. We're about to run out of the full self-drive trial, so we answered as many questions as we could and tried to show you all the things that we thought were important, and hopefully we covered enough.
So what's going to be coming up, after this trial ends in a few weeks, we're going to be taking another road trip into Missouri, and we're going to do that one with just the basic autopilot that the car comes with and that the car had before we got the trial. And I'm going to wait to reserve my final judgments on FSD until after we've taken that road trip. But we will have a video coming up about our verdict of to FSD or not to FSD.
Stay tuned.
Whether we want to have it, whether we want to have it for road trips or whatever. I really kind of want to go back to what the car had before, just to remind myself of what it was like before I make that decision. So that video is going to be coming up in a while, in a few weeks. So be sure to subscribe so that you can see when that video comes up. If you found this video informative, give us a like. If it was entertaining, same thing. You got any comments, put them down in the comments. That's where they go. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Bye.